What's going on, guys? Welcome to a point of view video. Some of you requested Autopilot. We will get to that in a couple of seconds. But here where I live, there happens to be the one and only DeLorean Motorsport Company. I've never been to it, so we're gonna go over there and hopefully maybe see some DeLoreans. I guess we can engage the autopilot here. To engage the autopilot, for those of you that don't know, you move the stock down twice. You don't have to go all the way as if you're going to drive. You can just lightly tap on it 2 times down. And then you can speed up using the right wheel here. You can do it by multiples of 1 or 5. I'm gonna slide it up, and it's restricted to 50 miles per hour. And this is all the car slowing down on its own. I do apologize, we're driving towards the sun, so there is some glare. Now, I don't have the full self-driving, I only have autopilot. I'm gonna deactivate it because if that car moves, then we're messed up. So I only have autopilot, which is good for highways, and it works in like regular streets as well. Doesn't stop for stoplights or stop signs, so you gotta keep that in mind. They're working on that for the full self-driving. And that package is $6,000. It's gonna go up to $7,000 next month. So once I go back, I'm gonna go buy some food. We'll do the autopilot that way. There's 3 ways to deactivate autopilot. You can either step on the brakes, move the steering wheel, or move this lever up. And it's showing us about 0.1 of a mile to turn right on Eddy Drive.
Now turn right onto Eddy Drive.
I hope we're going to the right place. This looks kind of beautiful. I don't know why, I guess I called it my hometown, but I just moved here like 3 years ago. Once we get to 88 miles per hour.
100 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Oh my God, it is here. Check that out. DeLorean motor cars. Wow, this is so cool. Let me park there. Let me turn around. I did not even, like, I've been here for 3 years and I just recently found out this exists here. This is pretty cool. That is so cool. All right, let me get my phone. We're gonna peek through the window quickly. take a picture or two. I'm gonna send this to Ryan. Hopefully he sees this. This is crazy. Trespassing private property. Wow, this is so cool. Wow, check that out. You can barely see it. Look at all those DeLoreans. What are the hours? Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We might come back and check it out during the day when it's open. There's my baby. That sun is so reflective. All right, so let me get back in the car. We'll do some autopilot. This was so exciting. I got a little adrenaline rush there. Okay, so I just so happen to live around here. All right, probably hopefully nobody comes over here. Autopilot, I have it set to cruise follow for 2-car distance. Forward collision, I just recently moved it to early. Got lane departure avoidance assist. And emergency lane departure avoidance is activated blind spot collision warning chime. Automatic emergency braking on. Obstacle aware acceleration on. As far as my driving, acceleration standard, steering mode standard, regenerative brake standard. And now let's turn on the rear view camera, or the rear camera. Wow guys, that was so awesome. All right, so I'll probably come back here tomorrow just to check it out. It is so freaking cool. And this is a bad... I could have probably made that. Luckily there's no vehicles coming from the right. All right, we're going to engage autopilot. Oh, that was a little rough over that railroad track. So for those of you guys that are awesome and subscribe to the channel, I appreciate all your support. And for those of you new to the channel, welcome. So when there's 2 lines on the autopilot, that means, what am I talking about? When there's 2 lines, it means it's on autopilot. When it's 1 line, it's navigate on autopilot, which is full self-driving, which is something I don't have. I actually prefer to drive it on autopilot when there's a vehicle in front of us, because they stop for the traffic lights. And every so often, the car's gonna have a notification here, and it's gonna tell you to either move the steering wheel or you can adjust the volume and it'll go away. It's like some tents there. I think it's crazy. The speed limit just went up to 45 there, and it already knows here. All right, so we're going 50. I'll go 48. And I picked this area because it does have a couple of curves. Unfortunately, Well, fortunately for me, I don't live in an area where there's a lot of hills or mountains, but there are a few curves, especially on the highway if you want to go to like an overpass or any type of bridge. What else? Pretty much just on the highway there's a bunch of slopes and inclines. So it says apply slight turning force to the steering wheel. And you can just slightly move it. If you move it too hard, you're gonna get off the autopilot. So that's something I did when I first test drove the Model S. I moved it too much. Green light, green light. All right, the car is doing really good so far. It's gonna slight movement of the steering wheel. All right, so our speed has automatically been reduced to 40. Speed limit changed here. And if you guys are enjoying these types of videos, let me know in the comments. I will try to do one driving downtown Houston. That way there's more traffic, and I'll probably do one on my way to work because I'm also on the freeway for that. Probably like 10-15 minutes. Because this right here, it's kind of like any other, I guess, cruise control. It's just going straight. I do think it's, check this out. I do think it's kind of creepy when the steering wheel just like moves on its own. I don't know how I feel about that early forward collision, because it kind of slowed down right there when it saw that truck, but it's taking this pretty good here. We're coming up to a red light here, and we're gonna test it here. Deactivate because it wasn't slowing down. All right, so another feature I like about the car is when you get to a stoplight or traffic light, you just hold the brake hold the brake and it stops. Step on it and it holds it for you, so you don't have to be having your feet on the brakes. I'm wondering if they're ever gonna fix that. The cars are just like sliding sideways. Dude. Green light. All right, here we go. Activating autopilot. Once we get the indicator there, it's a little steering wheel. Speed restricted to 40 miles per hour. Look at that guy all over the white lines. So the car is doing this all on its own. Speed change to 50. Here we go. You know, I wouldn't mind having the repeater cameras, which are the side ones, on here, like maybe little versions of them while driving. That way you can see your blind spot. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm sure if I tweet at Elon Musk, he might read it. So I can't complain. The car's doing really good here. I'll try and find more like difficult roads so the car can like show me what it's capable of. But it stays in the lanes. Look at this. I have had some instances where it does get confused with turning lanes. I'll try to go to that road next time. And I believe we're not running the latest software. We're running 2019 24.4. So just for the purpose of this video, I'm trying to keep my hands away from the steering wheel, but I'm always paying attention to what's going on so I can quickly adjust the steering wheel or step on the brake if I have to. Like right here I feel very confident. So I'm not really like holding on to it, but there's some times where I'll just kind of really be really close to it. So this car is slowing down here and we're gonna deactivate it.